So today I am very fortunate to be joined from hosting a CMO, and we are going to have some insights from the man himself. Thank you so much for joining me. For those people who don't know you, can you give us a quick brief intro about you and how long have you been working with Hostinga?
Yeah, so first of all, thanks for having me. Hello, everyone. My name is Daugirdas. It's a Lithuanian name. It's a real tongue twister, but my foreign friends call me by my initials, so DJ is perfectly fine. I'm with the company for almost 6 years.
6 years.
I started when we were 70 people worldwide, something like that, and 3 people in the marketing department. Fast forward to now, we are more than 1,100 employees
Wow.
worldwide, and grew a lot over the past year. So
Amazing.
it's difficult sometimes to wrap my head around, how things changed. But our main objective from day one was and still is the same. We want to create value for our clients, and we are really happy, that these audiences value us, because this is the essence of our growth. And the past year's growth is not slowing down, so we are really happy about it.
What do you think was the biggest success or biggest secret for you for the success that Hostinger is having since last few years?
I think the biggest secret that nobody wants to hear is that there are no secrets.
What made you special compared to other hosting platforms? Like, how did you think you have managed to come to the top?
What we believe works for us is the focus on our clients, but I do not believe that's unique just for us. So everyone is doing it, and some are doing it a little bit better than others maybe, but we always focus on our clients, and we are very lucky that we are able to grow with them as well. So we develop a lot of features and services for our existing clients because we listen to their feedback, and it helps our existing clients to grow, and it helps us to grow because through that we are able to target more audience from new client perspective. So this is how it works for us, and we are very proud of it.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I'm seeing the growth, and I am absolutely stunned by the way you guys have grown over the last few years. It's really amazing.
Yeah, I know. It might look that we are a big company, like 1,000 employees and stuff, but it doesn't feel that way. And we always try to not, grow so big that we start to lose the speed. So fast delivery is also a focus, and like around half of our people from that 1,000 are working directly with the clients in one way or another. So it also helps us to keep the speed and deliver those features to our clients.
Okay. So now we are seeing the advent of AI to the general consumer. With Chat GPT and GPT-3 and everything is coming, Mind Journey. So what do you think where the world is going with the advent of AI these days?
It's for sure it is going to be a very interesting time. We see these topics, gaining speed. And our take is client focused. So we would like to see, and we are working already to help people use this technology and set of technologies to make their online presence more efficient and more successful. So we embed those features in our service offering, and we try to shed some daylight on these things, and present our clients with some use cases on how they could empower themselves and to be even more successful in whatever they do. So this is our take to that. And it's going to be like an interesting and crazy times ahead of us, and I'm really looking forward to see how what else.
What's your personal take on AI?
Happen. I love it. I use it almost daily. I use it for a very simple task like summarizing thoughts or ideas, or just paraphrasing.
What are you using?
I mainly use ChatGPT. I have really a lot of fun with DALL-E 2 as a hobby, just to play around with it and to see what you can come up with. You almost feel like an artist. As a child, I always wanted to learn how to draw.
Yeah.
But I was not able to do it, only stick figures and that's it,
Same,
So yeah. So I play with that. But in my daily work, in my daily routine, I use it as an example. Like if I want to share something with a team, it's 1,000, more than 1,000 people. So I really value their attention and their time. So I really want to send a message which is crystal clear,
Yeah, got it.
And we all communicate in English in our company, and many of us are not English native speakers,
Right.
So how to craft a message which is simple enough but still powerful, to resonate within the organization. So main use case of ChatGPT in my daily life, is exactly for this,
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Another thing that bombarding these days is crypto.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
what's your take on crypto? Your individual take and as a company. Like I have seen Hostinger is accepting payments in crypto.
Oh, yeah. So my personal take, crypto, metaverse, AI, it's even too difficult to catch up with these kind of things.
Are you investing in crypto? Or
Just for fun.
just for-
I do not like. My take on that is that in order to do it really well, you have to spend a lot of time on it. While it is very interesting, but I do it just for fun. Just I see it as a game, because like in order to do it properly well, most probably I would need to quit my
you're
job,
gambling with it right now.
Yeah.
Sort of gambling with it right now.
Yeah. Just small amount of money, just playing around, and that's it. It's also like really exciting. And when it comes to Hostinger, so yeah, it was once again like it was a request from our clients, so we did that, and we see that other audiences also appreciate it, and yeah, so I think we were one of the first movers back a while back to implement this, and so far so good.
Got it.
Yeah.
And what's your future vision for Hostinger? Like, where do you see Hostinger in the next 5 years?
That's a good question. We would like to grow. We see a lot of opportunities in the market. We see, like, to be honest with you, like we plan really thoroughly only 1 or 2 quarters in advance. We have like overall vision of where we want to go, like within the next couple of years, but every quarter we just sit and evaluate, whether we move towards the big goal or not. So for us, like we want to continue our growth. We want to continue to listen to the feedback of our clients and deliver value to them. So we are all very inspired by their stories. We talk with our clients directly. We have hundreds of face-to-face interviews with our clients happening every month, every week, and we just want to help those clients. And from marketing, like from market perspective, we see a lot of spots, a lot of gaps within the market which we could fill, and we doing it one step at a time. So in 5 years, I hope that we would have even more happy clients than we have now, and we will expand our service offering beyond what's out there currently. So no plans to stop in the next 5 years for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
And how did COVID-19 impacted your business? Was it a positive one?
I have very mixed feelings about it. First of all, like it was a big disaster in general for the whole world, and we as a company we were in a quite lucky position because we saw like huge shift towards online. It's happening all the time, but I think COVID accelerated that, and we saw a huge demand increase for the services that we offer. So it was great,
Right.
but from the other side, it was also very challenging because we got so much new users that it was.
And also the team that used to work offline.
Yeah.
They now have to get with the remote working.
Yeah, exactly. So major shifts are happening at the same time. For us, we were once again in rather lucky position because we were always distributed. We always had
Nice.
like half of our team somewhere away from the headquarters. So that was not big of a challenge for us. While it was still challenging. So I just can imagine how difficult it was for let's say regular companies, like who were used to office-based kind of work. So we had less of that, but it was still challenging. So imagine this happening. We have to still adjust to a fully remote mode as a company. So this challenge is happening. We have a huge inflow of new clients coming in.
Right.
We have to ensure the high level of service that everyone's used to. We have to keep up with that, and also our customer success department. They all of a sudden, in couple of weeks, they have so much more clients to attend. So we were also hiring very heavily. I think we grew, a couple hundred people over 2, 3, 4 COVID months, and by that time it was huge growth for us because we were like 300-400 people before the COVID. After COVID, like we are now approaching, we are above 1,000. So as you can imagine, it was crazy, and the majority of this growth happened, during the first stages of the COVID. So it was challenging. I would like to believe that we, together with our clients, made the best of it. So we learned a great deal of lessons, and we are really happy about things going back to normal, and us being able to meet live and attend these live events. It still feels awkward in a good way, like to be traveling again, to have these live meetings, meet with the clients live, so it feels great. I hope it stays that way.
Yeah, I seriously hope that too.
Yeah.
And since you have exposure to this world economy, do you see any business opportunities for 2023? What's your personal take on that?
The opportunities are always there. I risk sounding boring out here, but I see lots of opportunities in internet, in digitalization of stuff.
Any
And
particular niche that you think is
it depends on particular countries and regions, I would say, because some are going through different kind of like economic stages and stuff. But usually, whatever you do, there's a way to expand to internet, and with internet, you get much more access to potential clients, for example. You have way bigger audience. You're not limited by physical kind of things. So of course there are a lot of services and products who are very difficult to move online, but with a little bit of creativity, I think it's possible. So we have to also address the global economic slowdown, which is happening for sure.
right.
And what we see from our client performance and from our market data is that this awareness and intent of going online is gaining popularity naturally, because when times get tough, people start to look for options to make a living, to do a side business, or just take part of their existing business online and stuff like that. So we see slowly and gradually these shifts happening. So I think for the upcoming future, this economic slowdown is going to be a challenge.
Right.
But I'm in a lucky position to say that we are here to help.
Yeah. Okay, and what are your goals for 2023? What's the goals for Hostinger for 2023?
Growth, like always. So we would like to continue our pace of growth. we're really happy that we're gaining more and more traction in global markets. And we plan to achieve this growth now. Like we have this global presence already. And now we are experimenting and trying to get closer to specific countries and markets, get closer to our clients out there, and we would like really to be out there. Despite our growth, on a global scale,
Right.
we still would like to gain and keep this flavor of
Regional
local
touch. Yeah,
of local player, of local service provider. So we'll be working with that throughout the year. Part of the reason why we are in this WordCamp, we want to get closer to our clients, and this is in our sight for the upcoming year.
Got it. And last question before I leave you.
Yeah, yeah.
How was your experience here at WordCamp Bangkok?
Where to begin? It's very difficult to wrap my head around this. Each of the WordCamps are different.
Right.
This one was different from what we've been to in a very, very good way. I liked the venue. I liked the intensity of the attendees. One of the most surprising things is how many clients we met here. We were expecting to meet our clients, our partners like you, but we were not expecting this amount of people. And also, we are very moved and very humbled by the positive feedback that we got from our clients. We're also taking back a couple of ideas for the future on how we can improve our service. So we really appreciate that as well. But overall, it was great experience, and Bangkok is just great as well. So I think that adds to the whole positive experience. But we had a blast, and we are excited, to now take back the feedback that we got and put it to work. So I like only positive things come to my mind. So
Awesome.
it was a great event.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks to you too as well. Like it's a pleasure to meet you.